out here on the trail after a wonderful 0 day at Chica and Sunset's Hostel back in Franklin. I got picked up at Mooney Gap by the wonderful Bandit, the shuttle driver. If anyone's down in this area at all, I highly recommend him. I forgot his business name. His name's Dale and his trail name's Bandit. He's mentioned in several far out comments. Definitely hit him up. Super friendly, very flexible with last minute changes to my itinerary, and very responsive. Bandit, if you're watching, thank you for the trail magic, donuts and Coke, and also your professionalism and help navigating around the trail and getting me back to Franklin so I could enjoy some time with my trail friend Lucky Penny. Lucky Penny and I had a wonderful time. We went to the Lazy Hiker Brewery, we had dinner, we slept in a little bit, shared coffee in the morning and chatted, and then went to brunch at the Blue Bike Cafe in Highlands. We did a little stop at Dry Falls, which actually was pretty dry, but still beautiful, and had amazing food at the Blue Bike Cafe. They're very hiker friendly. It's a little bit of a drive from Franklin. Definitely worth it, and appreciate Lucky Penny carting me around. Seeing friends is the best trail magic out here, so I had a great time. Got a lot of rest yesterday. Chica's and Sunsets was a great spot, and today I'm back out in the gray drizzle and zero visibility. I was going to consider camping on top of Standing Indian Mountain. There's supposed to be great sunsets. There will not be for this hiker. It is, as you can see, zero visibility and kind of rainy. It's supposed to pick up overnight as far as rain. I will be going to the shelter and hoping I can get a spot and that there's no snoring or sleep apnea happening in the shelter. Total mileage was about 11 and change. I have about 10 miles to go. Trail seems pretty kind. Not much to see, but if I do see anything fun, I'll be sure to share, and I will check in further down the trail. See ya! I have about 1.5 miles to the shelter. You can see behind me it has remained eerie and misty and zero visibility today, but actually it's kind of cool out here. The trees, I don't know, it's a different kind of beauty. It's very peaceful. I have seen a few other backpackers, most going the other way. However, I did run into a southbound through hiker, and more exciting, it's a woman I have actually run into 2 other times before, once in Massachusetts and once in Maine. She's a southbounder, and Tinker is her trail name. She recognized me, and we kind of pieced together. She remembered my name, and I'm like, oh yeah, and it was really exciting because neither one of us had seen another female hiker in several days, through hiker. And we were about 1 mile from a shelter, and we had lunch together and took a selfie, and it was wonderful to run into her. She's much faster than me, and she had 5 more miles than myself to go. She's going to the next shelter beyond the one I'm going to, which is unfortunate because I would have liked to camp out with her. But she's also headed to Springer, so you never know. Our paths may cross again. Tinker, if you're watching, it was wonderful to run into you. Very uneventful day on the trail. I am hoping there is room in the shelter because it is drizzly and wet, and I do believe it's going to rain overnight. We shall see. It is a Friday, and there may be some northbound section hikers out, and they usually will get to camp earlier than I am going to get there, so who knows. Anyway, it's always an adventure when you show up to camp and wonder who else is going to be there. Hey y'all, Ultra here with another very belated and very heartfelt beer shout out. This one goes to one of my oldest childhood friends, Deb. I think we've been friends, gosh, since the 1st or 2nd grade. Deb, it's been great to hear from you along my journey. Thanks for following along and commenting on my videos. And I wanted to say thank you for the cold one. I was back in one of my favorite trail towns, Damascus, Virginia, swinging in a hammock on a nice early fall day, enjoying a 0 day after all my chores were done, and I had a Sweetwater Brewing 420 IPA. It was very refreshing. I had a great time in Damascus, and I really appreciated the treat. It was, as the time got closer to the end of my hike, I was really struggling a bit, and I really appreciate your support along the way. Deb, I love you. Thanks for the cold one. Cheers.